Good morning. Today I am talking Tretinoin. I have some news to share with you. Apparently, there are rumors going around that Canada is going to be banning Tretinoin. I have been hearing this for the last month, and when I first heard this, I literally had a meltdown. I thought, what is happening? Why is this happening? Is this really going to happen? So I've been doing a lot of research, and I've also been getting the scoop with different people. So I'm going to go over that in today's video, but also I'm going to be switching over to a different brand of Tretinoin as well. I'm going to share that brand, and I'm also going to tell you why I am making this switch as well. Now, let's say you can't use Tretinoin, you don't know how to get your hands on it, or maybe you live in a country where it was just recently banned, then I'm going to share some alternatives that you can use instead that will be effective, especially if you are consistent with it. So let's get right into today's video. Of course, all of the products that I'm sharing today, including discount codes and related videos, will be linked below for you in my description box. Please don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell, as I'd love to have you all here long term. And please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up as well, as it really helps with the channel. All right, so Tretinoin is a retinoid, and this is considered a medication in most countries because there are different strengths. This product can be harsh and irritating for a lot of skin types, especially when you're first starting out with Tretinoin. Now, you can find Tretinoin over the counter in a lot of countries, but here in Canada specifically, this is considered a medication. So yes, it is stronger than a retinol, and yes, it is stronger than a Retinaldehyde. And I love this product so much. It has really changed my skin. I have been on this for over 4 years, and it is the #1 gold standard on the market that is proven to work because there's a lot of studies and science behind it. So Tretinoin is great if you have early signs of aging, you're developing fine lines and wrinkles. This can help to soften fine lines and wrinkles over time. It can really help to improve texture, that uneven skin tone. If you have dark spots, post-acne marks, that dull looking complexion, then of course this ingredient can really help to brighten up your complexion in time. And if you have acne prone skin and you have a lot of acne, then dermatologists will usually prescribe Tretinoin to treat acne. And I am acne prone, and I can definitely say that Tretinoin really helps to prevent acne, especially when you are consistent with the product. So this is a big part of my nighttime routine, and when I heard that Canada was banning Tretinoin, like I said, I had a meltdown because I can't imagine not having this in my nighttime routine. So I will say that I've called many different locations and people. I've called a few different dermatologist offices. I called my own, but I also called a few other offices that I don't even go to. That's how desperate I was to get this answer. I've called many different pharmacies, including Shoppers Drug Mart, Rexall. I've called clinic pharmacies as well, and I got the same answer. And the answer is no, this isn't happening from what we know. We haven't heard of this. And if this was happening, we would need to know ahead of time before anyone else, because we are the ones that are prescribing the medication, and we're also the ones that is filling the medication. So when I heard this, I felt a lot better. But again, it's not a definite answer. I mean, it's not written in stone. I haven't seen this anywhere else online. I'm just hearing it from the pharmacies, the clinics, and of course the dermatologist office. So I really hope that this answer stays this answer and it doesn't change. So I'm not sure why this rumor has started, but I will say that when I was doing my phone calls, I learned that there are some Tretinoin brands that are being discontinued. So maybe this is where the rumor is coming from. Maybe there are people that were trying to get the prescription and they were told that they can't because it's being discontinued, and perhaps this is where the rumor came from. I don't know. So when I learned about the different brands that are being discontinued, I learned that the Steiva-A brand that I've been using for over 4 years is also being discontinued. So I am currently using the 0.05% strength. When I first started using Tretinoin, I was using this brand, but at a 0.025% strength. So these two strengths are being discontinued. So you might be able to find a pharmacy that still has some stock, but once the stock is gone, you can't get this anymore. This is definitely being discontinued here in Ontario anyways. I don't know about the other provinces in Canada, and if you can get this brand in the States, I don't know if this is being discontinued where you are as well, but here in Ontario, this is definitely discontinued. Now, if you're using the 0.1% strength of the Stevia-A, that strength is back ordered. So apparently it's been back ordered for quite a while. And what I was told was if something is back ordered for a really long time, then eventually it just turns to discontinued because they can't get it anymore. So that is the news with the Stevia-A. So what I'm going to be switching to is the Retin-A brand, and this was the only brand that they gave me as an option. And I'm very happy with this. I'm glad that I can still use Tretinoin. So this is Tretinoin cream at a 0.05% as well. They also have a 0.025% and they also have a 1%, like the 0.1. And if you are using the Retin-A brand Tretinoin gel, the micro gel 0.1, you can still get your hands on that as well. That one is not being discontinued, and I wanted to make sure that I asked that because I know some of you use the Tretinoin gel. My mom uses the Retin-A Tretinoin gel 0.1, but at least this is the brand that we can get our hands on at this time. So I'm gonna be using this eventually. I'm not opening this up yet because I'm still working on this tube, but I also have a backup of this in my linen closet because when I heard the news a month ago, I called my pharmacy right away and I filled another one as a just in case. And then of course I realized that this is being discontinued, so then of course they filled the Retin-A brand for me. So I have two backups in my linen closet, which is completely fine because these have a really long shelf life. This one, for example, doesn't expire until November of 2025. So I will be done this one and the other one way before that. But if you're using this brand, perhaps you might have to switch brands. So let me know if the Stevia-A brand is also being discontinued in your province. And if you live in the United States or anywhere else in the world and you're using this brand, also let me know if this is being discontinued because I'm wondering if this is just a Canadian thing or if this is like worldwide. But if Tretinoin has been recently banned in your country, or you can't use Tretinoin because it's just too strong and powerful for your skin type, or let's say you can't get your hands on it, then I'm gonna share some additional alternatives that you can use instead that are just as good. There is Retinol, Retinaldehyde, retinoic acid being your prescription tretinoin. Retinaldehyde is closer to tretinoin, but it's still going to be a little bit more gentle than tretinoin. Retinol is further away, right? So retinol is going to be a little bit more gentle than retinaldehyde. So your skin has to convert the ingredient into retinoic acid. So when you're using a retinol, your skin has to go through two conversions to turn retinol into retinoic acid. And when you're using a retinaldehyde, your skin only has to go through one conversion. So once retinaldehyde is applied to the skin then converts it right away to retinoic acid, which is your tretinoin. So retinaldehydes are one step down from tretinoin, and then retinol is two steps down, if that makes sense. So if you want something that is more comparable to tretinoin, then go with a retinaldehyde. So one product that you could look into is the new ordinary Retinal 0.2% emulsion. They just came out with this, and this is an encapsulated retinaldehyde that has that slower delivery system into the skin. It's also going to penetrate deeper into the skin as well, and this is going to improve texture and tone. It can help with fine lines and wrinkles, and it can also help with acne at the same time. Now, this is a product that you would also want to use at nighttime, and you might want to start with 1 or 2 days a week, leaving days in between, and then gradually increase from there, no differently than a retinol and tretinoin, just to see how your skin tolerates to the ingredient. And then of course, depending on how often you want to use it, then of course you can build a tolerance that way. And you're going to experience less dryness and irritation if you start slow and then gradually increase from there. So this is an affordable option that you can look into, but it is at a 15 ml size. So this could be a product that you may go through really quickly. The next option that I would recommend is the Avene RetrinAL 0.1% intensive cream. Now this is also a retinaldehyde, and I have a lot of experience with this product in particular, and it's really effective. And I was using this on my neck little while ago and it worked really well. Yes, this could be a product that could still cause some dryness and irritation, right? But I really do like the formulation of this. It's really moisturizing as well. And I really didn't see any irritation or dryness. I actually found that it was quite gentle on my combination skin. So if you like Avene, then I would say go with this brand. You're getting more product, but it is a little bit more expensive. You could also look into the Naturium Retinaldehyde. They actually have two strengths, a 0.05% and a 0.10%. I personally haven't tried these yet, as these aren't available in Canada. I can probably most likely order it online, but if you live in the States, you most likely have access to these two strengths. But this is another option that you can look into, especially if you want a retinaldehyde. And then of course, a retinol. You know, you can find these anywhere. I really like the one from Paula's Choice, the 1% retinol treatment. I like it because it's moisturizing, it's quite gentle, but it also contains peptides and vitamin C. And I like using it on my neck and my chest, but I've also used it many times on my face as well. And I really love that formulation. And Cerave has some really good retinol options as well that I feel are just as effective. So if you want to go more of the gentle route, go with the retinol. But if you want something that is more comparable to Tretinoin, then go with a Retinaldehyde. So I really hope that you enjoyed today's video and that you found it helpful. Of course, let me know if you're using Tretinoin. Are you using a Retinaldehyde or Retinol? What is your go-to? Let's get a conversation going in that comment section. And of course, the products that I shared in today's video will be linked below for you as well. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And of course, I will see you all in the next video. Take care, and I will see you all then. Bye, guys.